Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we're trying to dig some of this Phragmites grass out of this pond, and it's kind of a far reach for even a long reach. So I've already started, and it's been working pretty well just to take the old 200 down in there. So I'm gonna go back in. We just got back from lunch. I'm gonna go back in and see if I can't get some more of this out. So the final drives are fairly new on this excavator, so they're pretty well sealed up. We're going to check them when we're done. Let me adjust this camera. We're going to check them when we're done, just to make sure that there's no water in them. This hose is actually going to go back home. Or I should say excavator. I should be politically correct on YouTube. Not sure how deep we can go without causing an issue. That's pretty deep right there. We're going to back up a little bit. We're going to go over to this side a little. It's not as deep. Track feels a little funny. There's some Phragmites still attached. Go ahead and dip him out. We'll set it to the side and we'll get out and we'll load that in a haul truck and take it and put it in a disposal pile. We just can't let the engine fan get in the water. And we don't want to make a lot of waves. We're going to have to do it gentle. Now these old -5 Hitachis, they're pretty electronic free. The computer for the cab is actually behind the seat, so as long as I'm not sitting in the water, I'm not too worried. George is worried. Oh, fan's getting in the water? Okay. We can get a little more of this. Actually a really nice day for this because it's pretty hot out, so oh, we're starting to come back up. With the 220 Hyundai, there's just too much electronic stuff on it. by getting any deeper. We got a lot of it out. We're going to try to come in from the other side. Well, we're going to try another spot here. Doesn't seem to be as deep as over there. So I can see what's going to sit around it with the drag line. They dug it so close to the property lines that there's just not much of a shelf. I don't think I could swing. My counterweight would hit the piles of dirt around it. So it's just kind of a difficult situation. That's why I'm doing it like this. I know it's not ideal, but it's working. Make the customer happy, that's all I care. If I got half of these out, that's better than what they had before. The problem is you can spray them with a herbicide, but when they fall in the water, they cause issues with the oxygen in the water as they deteriorate. So they could actually cause issues with the fish. Also got to keep in mind I can't stir a whole lot of silt up because that'll get in the gills of the fish and also kill them. They're actually coming up. Eerie feeling when you walk an excavator down in a pond like this if you're not used to doing it. I've done it a lot of times. You just got to know that it's a good firm bottom. You don't just do it anywhere. And you got to know, you got to keep probing in front of you and know what your limitations on depth are. don't want to get the engine fan in the water or the intake of the excavator. The one beautiful thing is it's washing out all the wood chips out from having a mower on it. Here in front of us. Just enough to reach those. Dig this strip back, and then I'm going to move over and try to dig another strip back. And if final drives get water in them from this, then the seals weren't worth a crap to begin with. They shouldn't leak at all. This will be a good test for the Connie Quip final drives that are in this excavator. These are aftermarkets, they're not OEM Hitachi. Dig and see how much of this we can get out. going pretty good. Got another strip here that I'm dipping out. So this has changed to cattails. I think there's a mixture of Phragmites grass and cattails. Kind of got a feel for it at this point. Just keep bringing it with me. In the bottom of the pond, so they're going to have to treat it somehow with some kind of herbicide to get rid of them. But this will get rid of a lot of the organic matter that's going to cause a problem with the fish. For this one, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not like I'm using a brand new excavator to do it with, or a showpiece. There's a reason I call the old 200 the slam pig. Excavator manufacturing when they quit building the -5 series excavators. That stuff's all floating on top. Sand over here that I moved, and it's actually firm enough I'm sitting on it. It must have flowed out of that pile. I didn't think it would firm up. Definitely ready for this humidity to go away. It's 91 today with high humidity. I think being down on this cool water, it wouldn't be as hot. And the air's not working in this hoe or excavator. Buckets. wrench her out there one more time. Getting this mess cleaned up. Customer actually came out and said that we can leave some of them. They want to leave some out in the middle. So that turned out good because that's all the farther I could get out there. Kept getting too deep. Kept getting the engine fan in the water. Looks like there's a big catfish swimming out there. But it didn't bother them none. Dipped up. There we go. Almost need like manure forks or something like that. We're gonna get this all cleaned up. I'll set and dip what I can out of the water that's still floating. Whoops. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Stuff just does not like to go in the bucket. Heavy wet stuff. I could use the Bobcat to clean some of it up, but one of the cylinders blew apart on the grapples this morning when I was using it. The whole end of the cylinder blew off. Where it's welded onto the tube in the back of the cylinder, the whole end cap blew out, and I have no idea why. It's just been a weak weld or something, I don't know. years for this stuff to rot and decompose. That's why we're just piling it in a pile next to the dirt that came out of the pond. Really be some pretty good topsoil eventually. Well, we got all the way around the pond. Looks real good. Got rid of all the Phragmites, all the cattails around the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head home for the night, and I'll come back in the morning and let all that stuff congregate together. Hopefully get a little breeze tonight, and I'll blow it to one side of the pond. Then I'll dip it out and do some grading around here after things dry off. So we got quite a bit of water splashed up on the bank, everything that came out of the back of the haul truck as we dump stuff in. So it's a little bit wet, but we'll get it graded off in the morning. So thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next one. It's a good stopping point for this video. I think in the last video you seen me grade this pond off. So I'll have to look back through my videos and see if I can put that video link in the description below so you can go back and watch some older ones.